Okay, so the question on all gamers' minds, gamers like you watching, is Wizards 101 a good game? Is it a good family-friendly MMO? I will let the game speak for itself in the next few minutes before giving you an official answer on it.
Aha! The spell is working.
First of all, tell me this isn't happening again. Have I been kidnapped
Look,
by an old
Emma.
wizard and an owl?
Finally, we have found one.
Oh no, I've been kidnapped by an old wizard and an owl again! Me!
A young wizard. A student with amazing potential. Enough, perhaps, to save Wizard City.
Wait, so you just took some child and decided he had enough potential to save the city?
Where?
Right here!
Oh, a very, very distant realm. Oh, my goodness. On a world that does not even believe in magic.
So wait, you literally kidnapped me. You literally stole me from like a regular place, like the real world, and brought me in to save fake magic world? Like against my
I
will?
wonder what manner of wizard they might become.
What?
Perhaps we should consult the Book of Secrets.
Wait, you kidnapped me and the first thing you want to show me is called the Book of Secrets?
Headmaster Ambrose turns to regard you intently.
Who's talking?
Answer these questions to find out what type of wizard you are.
Wait, don't you know what kind of wizard I am? You're the one who kidnapped me. So anyway, we're gonna take a personality test, and it's kind of a bad personality test because some of the questions aren't even personality questions. They're just like, right, this one. What is the most powerful natural disaster? That's not a personality test. And then some of these, you know, are a little bit more personality based, and I'm not sure what necessarily all of them choose, but most of them you can kind of tell just by looking at them. You know, so I just kind of picked what would give me probably like an ice wizard, and boom, I'm an ice wizard. No surprise there. All right, let's get into the game. I'm sure it only gets better from here.
But now that we know what you are, what do you look like?
I hate the phrasing of that question, but I'm gonna ignore that for a second, and I'm just gonna go real basic, try to look like an ice wizard, not stand out too much, and boom, we're hideous. Okay, we are ready to play an MMO now.
What is your name?
So instead of a word banning system, this game just has it where you have a set amount of names to pick from, and you have to have 3 names, so you can only get so creative here.
Well, hello, if it isn't our newest student. My name is Merle Ambrose. I am the headmaster of the Ravenwood School of Magical Arts.
So wait, you
We're
kidnapped me
expecting
to enroll me
great
into a
things from
school?
you, but first things first.
We have not been at this school for 5 seconds before an earthquake and thunderstorm broke out. Oh, back home in Kansas, we didn't have them blizzard thunderstorms break out every now and then. That joke never gets old. I hope the owl makes that joke the entire game.
How odd. Come along, young wizard.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of odd. Why would I want to go in
In
there?
the tower.
All right.
Who's there? Malistaire.
Oh, good. Voldemort's already here.
Ambrose.
Yeah, we know each other's names.
You are no longer welcome here. Why have you returned?
What a great question to ask an evil villain.
I'm here to resolve our unfinished business.
Couldn't you have, like, sent an
Is
email?
this your latest student?
Apparently I am the
My
latest
visit
student.
to your little friend.
Hurry along, young wizard. Take this deck of spell cards and deal with those creatures while I tend to Malistaire himself.
No chance you just handed me
Don't
cards
be
and
so
told me to
sure
fight
of yourself,
henchmen.
Old man.
Run up and confront
They're
them.
dragons? They're
Be
literal
brave.
dragons and you gave me
I will
cards?
guide you.
Don't care if you're gonna guide me. Well,
You
alright.
drawn these
I had a
spells
good
from
short
your deck.
life.
Quickly. You must choose a spell.
So essentially the combat in this game is a deck building turn base that is so painfully slow, and the animations are kind of a mixed bag.
Why so distracted? We're under attack. Oh my, call me a fool. I had all but forgotten.
Just like Harry Potter, which this game was probably cashing in on, you can't trust any of the adults in this world. And I hope you like seeing the animation in this game, because you're going to see them a lot, over and over again. So get used to it, and if you don't enjoy it, like I don't particularly enjoy it, it's a little bit of a negative how long it takes.
Aha! You doddering fool! Your student is no match for my forces.
Gloating and beating up a child
Hello,
isn't a great
you're
look,
in
Voldemort.
trouble. quickly, use the unicorn spell and cast it on
So this is
yourself.
where the headmaster
It will
realizes
replenish
that he
your
should
health.
probably help the child he sent in to fight on his own and maybe give us some health. Maybe some better cards.
Here, young wizard, take some more pips. They
Get ready to hear this
power
word pips more than you would like.
The more pips you have, the stronger the spells you can cast.
Ah, you could have given me those to start the fight maybe.
Pick 'em.
This is where the teacher gives us an I win spell, instantly winning the fight. That makes me wonder what we are really supposed to even learn from the tutorial. But hey, it was pretty cool to drop meteors on the dragons with inside a building.
Oh, excellent work, young wizard. Now, let me see to Malistaire. I'll show him. Threatening a new student before orientation, no less.
I love thinking that he drew the line at orientation. That was too far, Malister.
And now I'll take my leave of this.
So we defeated Malister, and now we're gonna Fortnite dance on him.
Gone.
And I'm clearly a ghost at this point as well, as I've lost all opacity.
Brought him here. Now, do you have any questions, young wizard?
So many questions.
You don't know how to speak?
No way.
My pardon.
I don't know how to
Let me
speak.
teach you how to use menu chat, and we'll see what you have to say for yourself.
Okay, well, we're gonna learn how to use menu chat. I'm gonna look for the right answer. I think I would like him to stop teleporting me. Oh, I love that there's a specific one for please stop teleporting to me.
You'll also need a spellbook and a wand. There you go. No young wizard should ever be without them.
How was I fighting before without a spellbook and a wand? If the cards do the work.
I should say, young wizard, that I was quite impressed with your courage. There's little doubt, but that a great destiny awaits you.
I was kind of forced into that fight.
Maybe you'll fill my shoes and become headmaster someday.
I probably won't
But now,
become a
if you'll
headmaster at the
excuse me,
school I was forced
have a
into.
mountain of duties to attend to right now, including readying your enrollment.
My forced
So if
enrollment?
you don't mind waiting for a moment or two, I'll pop back to my office and straighten up. I'll summon you when things are presentable.
Okay, as long as you don't teleport me, because I specifically asked you not to. And you teleport me.
Welcome to Ravenwood Academy, young wizard. And normally, this is
Normally?
you'd be
Is there anything that's
enrolled
normal around
into
here?
your classes. But times are not normal.
Of course times are not normal.
Supernatural incursion in unicorn ways.
Okay, we're not going to send me on a mission, right? Because I haven't even enrolled yet. That wouldn't make any sense.
Whoa,
He sent me on a mission.
The street's very dangerous right now.
Of course it's
Is there
dangerous.
something I can help you with?
What's that accent?
Wizard, do you see the symbol above Private Connolly's hair?
He has a question
He
for
has
me.
Something important to tell you. Go speak with him.
No, question marks mean he has a question for me, not something to tell me. Did you guys not know punctuation?
What's that? You say the headmaster sent you to help us? Well then, you're just the person, or wizard, I've been waiting for.
Does that mean people and wizards aren't the same thing? I'm a little confused by that line right there. Why would you say it like that?
The guards and I have been doing our best to push the creatures back, but we're no match for their dark magic, especially the undead.
Did you say dark magic and
Your
undead?
fancy wizard magic will do the trick. Go battle a few of those lost souls.
Lost
and
souls?
report
I haven't been taught wizard magic but for about 25 seconds.
Run up to them on the street.
Those are not first monsters in a video game. What the
If you
heck?
want to avoid battle, you can keep safe by staying on the sidewalk.
You're telling me they put a sidewalk in the game because they know that at some points you just wouldn't want to do the combat. At some points in the game, maybe all the points, you're just like, I'd rather avoid the combat. Does this also imply that every monster in this video game cannot handle a sidewalk?
You are returning the book I left on a bench?
Aren't you the girl from the
I have one
sidewalk?
with me today. Maybe I lost it last week. Oh,
I can't get over
that
how
book.
useless some of
I
the
gave that one
dialogue
to
on
Regina
these
for
quests
her to
are.
use as research for a science project. She's just inside Gollum Court if you want to give it back to her.
Why would I give it back to her? Why wouldn't you give it back to her? I returned the book anyway. Apparently it doesn't count. So right here is where the mini games are all located. So I decided to sit down and play them. The first one being Dueling Diego. This is a little game, little auto scroller where you just hit down, up, sideways, whatever, just to take out barrels and monsters. It gets pretty boring pretty quick. But I have one big takeaway from this. Every single high score board seems to be just cheaters. Cheaters, all of them. Look at those scores, impossible. I don't have a lot to say on this one. It's just like Bejeweled with an impossibly hard timer. It is fun. And I did find myself playing this one the longest, so that's something. This one right here is just like a path creator. It's kind of fun and kind of original. It's also kind of difficult and also filled with a scoreboard full of cheaters. This one is just Dig Dug. It's not bad, but it's just Dig Dug, so take that for what it's worth, you know, if you like Dig Dug. This one is very hard, and it's like a little reverse castle defense, where you don't move, and you just try to take the onslaught of different kinds of waves of enemies attacking you. This one is straight Puyo Puyo, so it's fun. I mean, I like Puyo Puyo. This is like a bad version of it. It kind of makes me think of Pokemon Puzzle League. This one is the worst one by far. I don't even know. It's like playing Flappy Bird, but with attacks, with offense. Yeah, it's not good. The music just stops for no reason. This one is just a matching game, so that's pretty common. They're all just kind of flash games. It kind of reminds me of another website called, what's it called? Neopets. Hey, I found the pink Power Ranger.
Is brimming with excitement. Sometimes I hear evil necromancers attack this place. And
she's actually right. They do that
Charlie,
sometimes.
The Wizard City Gardener. That's exciting too.
Oh, gardening. I like that even more than necromancers.
You can raise crops in your dorm or house that yield all kinds of items to aid you in your journey.
You can yield crops in your house?
For prettier landscapes, perfect for my
Why are there so many animal people?
Magical portrait making which lets you preserve still images.
That's just having a camera. That's not magic.
No, right? There's so much to do here, and we're not even done. But
is there so much to do here? I was playing Flash games over there. Now we're learning about photography.
Because when it really comes down to it, almost everything you do makes you better at.
Wait, how does photography help me duel? Or plants?
I left my book on a
Well,
bench.
since you're here, I'll go ahead and give you your book. No, you know the book.
Her eyes get big when you hand her the book.
I'm gonna be honest, her eyes look the same.
Yes! This has all the notes I was taking on my science project. I'm sure.
So you just forgot about a book?
It was a lot of work for me. Thank you.
That was so much work? Okay, well, as long as you don't have anything else for me to do, it's the end of the quest. And it didn't even let me click
I'm
it.
trying to finish this science fair project for Professor Baelstrom, but those golems stole my materials.
You want me to go fight the
need those
golems for you,
back.
don't you?
I've got a few more preparations to make, so if I have to fight the golems too,
Oh, you have preparations to
I'm
make
sure
for the
be
book you
late.
forgot about?
If I'm late, I'll get a bad grade, and... Wait a minute. If you retrieve them for me, I can.
So you just
finish
thought
my
like, oh, I
project
did
and
one
still
thing
be
for
on
you, I'm just
time.
willing to do
I'll
another.
need
You
the
think I'm some kind of
enchanted wood
simp.
from one of the wooden
You just want me to go
constructs in
across the
Golem Tower.
street? That's literally 5 feet away from you. Okay, alright. Into the Golem Tower. Okay, so back to the riveting combat. I'm actually going to put this on 2x speed real quick so you can see how fast it goes on 2x speed. We are going twice as fast as normal, and it's a one-shot enemy, so this should have taken seconds at best, and we're done. Okay, she could have done that on her own, but whatever. Let's take it back to her now. We've accomplished our task. Surely that's all she has. Question mark above her head, even though she has a statement.
That's the enchanted wood I needed.
Enchanted wood?
My project's not running. Now I remember, there's something else I need. A charged gear.
The charged gear better not be inside the
A
same
clockwork golem
tower.
A couple floors up should have one.
Are you telling me you could have told me beforehand?
They're rather tough, so
Just to
you
go up a
better
few more
prepare.
floors? Okay, this was one of my favorite side quests so far in the game. I helped this girl do something somewhere else, and now she lets me know that her enrollment application is missing. She's from some foreign country because half the characters seem to be from other countries. Have unidentifiable accents. And she came here, not only did they lose her forms, but she came here to learn under the main villain, who they didn't bother to mail her, is no longer a teacher here. And I just thought that was a perfect representation of the college experience. So Wizards101 was developed by King's Isle Entertainment, and apparently King's Isle wanted every single NPC in the game to be horrible to look at and copy and paste them all the time. Oh good, more animal people.
My name is Diego Santiago Coriques Ramirez III, champion duelist.
Believe me when I say this is not the only movie reference or book reference this game's going to include. In fact, they impact a lot of them in there.
Wizard, at last you have come. Any longer and I may have perished under the weight.
He's also my favorite character by far so far.
You see, my friend, I have been burgled. A priceless family heirloom was stolen by my most archest of nemesis, my evil twin brother, Roberto.
Roberto!
He wanted the item since we were colts. I tried to confront the fiend, but he secured himself behind a wooden skeleton lock.
Oh, not a skeleton lock. How will we ever open one of those?
Can I help you? Diego the Duel Master seeks information about a wooden skeleton lock. Why, that happens to be my field of expertise.
I don't know if this game's dumb or perfect.
You're back! What did the librarian's assistant say? We need a wooden skeleton key?
Yeah, a wooden skeleton lock would probably need a wooden skeleton key. And, of course, you know, he had one. You're gonna go make me fight Roberto, aren't you?
Will you duel Roberto and recover my
Okay. So I found Roberto's place, and believe me when I say it wasn't very hidden. And look, there's just a wooden lock floating midair, and I just pull out a key that I never touch or interact with that just flips out. And here we are, secret dungeon, Roberto.
You've lopped right into my trap, my foolish Wait, you are not my brother.
He's a genius.
Coward, Diego. Send a child to fight his battle?
Well, don't say it like that. It makes it sound bad. Okay, let's speed it up. This guy looks like he's going to take more than one hit, so we got to put this on 3.5 times speed. And he fizzled, and guess what? Fizzling happens a lot in this game, both ways. I'm not sure why. I'm sure you guys watching the video know. Just seems to be a random chance, but I don't know. I'm sure there's something you can do to make it not happen. And we stun him, and we beat him, and it takes about 2 hits to beat, even though he's a boss, so that was kind of anticlimactic. So we Fortnite dance on him.
You've returned with my great-grandsires lucky unicorn shoe. I knew that scoundrel Roberto would be no match for my favorite pupil.
I just became his favorite pupil, by the way.
Thing the librarian's assistant that no one had ever heard of before literally had the key to solving this problem, no?
This is the best game. I was wrong. It's not bad.
Outstanding.
All right, now we go into the arena, and dueling Diego, the duel master, is going to teach us about pips. So if you don't mind, I'm going to turn the pip counter on real quick, and let's learn about these PowerPoints.
PowerPoints, pips to pip, con pip, or pips, pip, 2 pips, pip, yes, pip, or pip and more pip, pips, pip, our pip.
Were you keeping count at home? And oh my gosh, some of the mounts in this game are just horrifying creatures that make you question if this is a kid's game or what. I mean, I love it, but also nightmare. I tried doing this review video a little differently because to me, this game just has to kind of be experienced more than just told about. The gameplay, the mechanics, music, graphics, and so forth, I could go on about all those things, but I kind of just wanted you to walk through the opening hours of the game, and then you can tell me how you feel. Here's the thing. If you came to Wizards101 looking for a masterpiece, you came to the wrong place. I'm sorry. But maybe that is on you. I have been on a quest to review every game ever, and this one gave me one of the harder times deciding how to score it, because I know it wasn't a masterpiece, but I also knew there was some kind of value here. Because while the game has many flaws, and I do mean many flaws, almost in every single area you can think of there's a flaw, it also has the strangest charm. It is made for kids to have a place to safely game more than it is made to be a good game on some level. And would you like those things to line up sometimes? Sure, absolutely you would. But you have to cut it some slack. If you go in and play the game solo and grind it, you're probably going to be a little disappointed with the slow gameplay, run-of-the-mill missions, lack of depth in the game in general. But if you came into the game socially, this game does several of the classic MMO features you want at least well enough. I stream this game on Twitch and can't understate how nice the community for this game is. Whether it is kids just starting, teenagers coming back to the game after a few years off, or adults who have stuck around the entire time over a decade because of all the friends that they've made along the way. And it seems like it's still updated and the developers care about the game somewhat at least. Now maybe the more serious players in the community could comment on that a little bit more than me. But that leads me to this. My final score for Wizards101. This is a review video after all. My final score is a 4.5 out of 10. A subpar game, but passable MMO. Which somehow still has a strong community willing to help you enjoy it with them. If you do find it enjoyable in the first place, that is. Let me know in the comments what you thought about Wizards 101. Maybe you'll change my mind and make me want to dig deeper for another video and more streams of it. Thank you for watching. I sincerely appreciate if you made it to this point. Thank you for all the likes and comments and such. They really help the videos grow, and that means a whole lot to me, and I love talking to you guys and gals about it. I'm going to continue on my quest to review every single game ever, so subscribe if you want to see that.